people have asked me recently, it's come up in some conversations, some of the correspondence I've received, what does the dark side of therapy even mean? Why choose that as a title? And so I want to explain the reasoning behind it and start with, here's what the dark side doesn't mean. It has nothing to do with Star Wars, dark side, or a Pink Floyd song, even though I love Pink Floyd. In this case, the dark side really just means the truth, uncovering the truth, and maybe even uncovering the truth through the darkness. So dark is really just a synonym for the truth. And so when we were putting together the podcast and looking at the different possibilities for how to name it, we thought about things like the truth of therapy, the reality of therapy, and none of those seemed to hit really hard. The dark side does. Now, in terms of truth, the content and material that we throw out there is really meant to educate the young clinician, the new graduate, give them some direction, but do it in such a way where they don't have to question. It's the truth. It's as pure and simple as we can make it. I've offered a course that's really all about the truth, from my experience as a young clinician all the way through my supervision into the supervision that I do now. The idea, again, is let's give you the hard-hitting truth about what it's like to start as a young clinician and go through all the trials and tribulations. And then if you look at our different episodes, the different things we've shot, you'll see some very truthful things in there. We shot an episode about what it's like to lose a parent, where I use myself in terms of losing my mom. We shot an episode about chemical imbalances in the brain. It may not be as accurate as we've been told it is. So there's some truth there. The truth of losing a client to suicide or to maybe just natural death. I mean, these are things that are very, very important to us, and we want to get them out there. And then you'll notice some videos too where I've been on there kind of commenting with what other therapists are doing, again, to pull the most truthful perspective that we can. So again, our goal is really education first and foremost. It's to educate the young clinician and the new graduate so they don't have to have a career where 5 years into it, they're wondering, what did I get myself into? Why did I do this? And for those of you that are watching, you know burnout is rampant. I just did a presentation in Duluth 3 or 4 weeks ago talking about that topic, but in a way where I actually say the work is dangerous. Imagine that. Imagine calling social work and therapy work dangerous. Guess what? It is. I have all the data, I can prove it. But if we can educate young clinicians and new graduates, indoctrinate them into that dark stuff, that truthful stuff, they're going to be better for it. The problem with the truth is this: it's painful. Ask any therapist, ask any new graduate, ask anybody that's going to therapy. The truth is very difficult. It brings pain. Our goal is, yes, to give you the experience, even bring about some pain in a healthy way, because then you don't have to think about it. My pet peeve is when somebody says something to me and I have to think about it. I don't want to have to think about it. I want to know what your truth is, as simply and as painfully as you can make it. And since I don't see a lot of that out there, I don't see a lot of other therapists doing that. I want to be the one that does it. And I'm going to keep doing it. As always, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, give us ideas for other types of material that you want to see. And as always, thank you for being part of this.